What is going on, everyone, and welcome to another installment for the Sunday Xfinity series. I hope that you guys are excited for this one as I am for this because Mid Ohio is going to be what is on docket for tonight. We have the Sunday Xfinity up and running here, and we have I guess I should say, a very tight battle between the first and second place in points. Xander, RS Meatwagon, last night's winner for the Cup Series, is going to be starting on pole, but he is also leading the points by 5 points over his closest competition, which is actually Mopel Cat UK Wildcats. So because of that, there is a lot on the line here. We have a lot of potential upsets to be made here because Mid Ohio is a very unforgiving track, let's just say. If you mess up just one corner, you are going into the grass and potentially have a pit road, not pit road, a speeding penalty, or I guess a course penalty is what the game actually calls it. So there is a lot on the line here because of how close everything all is right now. So we're gonna kind of go through the points, and I wish I could actually show you the points as they are right now. But there is 5 points separating first and second, and then 55 points back to third. However, there is a 22-point gap between third, fourth, and fifth. That is BS 14 cars, who we are hearing may not actually be here. He drives the 98. Justin Shackett in the 10 is sitting 5 points behind, so he's going to be looking to gain some ground. And D's driving the 18 Toyota Supra is 77 points on back. Third, fourth, and fifth, all separated by 22 points. So as we look into the qualifying end of it, we have much like what I was already hitting on. There is there is Xander up on pole. Then we have a surprise in P2 because the in P2 BS14 cars yet again qualifying in the front row. Now the reason why I'm saying that is because there is a potential that he may not be here tonight, and due to that, we have a potential of last place points being given out. So because of that, BS is trying to get his car into the race. Internet may not be working with them here, but other than that, we have Liam, Tansby Vegas in P3, potentially moving up to P2. D's in the 18, P4. Casey, XXI in 2242. P5, and then we go on down the list of the no qualifiers. We have UK Wildcats, Mo Power Cat, Justin Shackett, T-Bird, Trump Train, Tom Selling Dreams, NRG, Napa, Nuka, and then two new faces to the Sunday Xfinity, which is going to be Paul Rank and as well as Angels fan. That is Jagger rounding out the field, potentially having as high as 15 drivers. So without further ado, let's just get everything all settled on in, and we will be good. So I'm going to mute my mic for a hot second as we get the lobby all set up, and I'm going to be talking to the drivers on the Discord. So let's get it going. So major developments here. We have some people last minute not joining us, and we also have a person last minute joining us. So we will have I Spun Higgins. Actually, you may recognize him from other leagues such as Giggity Cringe. As well as Emerald Cup in his part-time status there. Then we are going to be looks like having 8 drivers up in up in the race, which means that this is going to be a 19 lapper. It's going to be very interesting here because that could change the entire strategy of this race. You get on average about 9 laps worth of fuel, and it's going to be very close to stretch the extra lap, especially with fuel and tires. So with that, we're just waiting for 9:10 to roll around, and that's when we'll start this whole shindig here. Hopefully, you guys are looking forward to it because I certainly am. So yeah, we have a lot of hype going into this race. Okay, it is 9:10, so I'm going to be talking to the Discord real quick. All right, it is 9:10, so we are going to unpause the timer. If you guys could send me some invites, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, after that, we're rolling. All right, thank you. Let me know when I can. Let me know when I can join. All right, so right now this is going to be a major implication here uh, because of what's happening. We have a no pausing. We're going. All right, so yeah, right now we're just getting our we're getting our notification to go in join now. So with that, we got our invite and we are now joining. So we're gonna see how things shake on out here. Like I said, I feel like we're kind of been in that mix yet again. Having the 2 title contenders starting up 3 rows behind each other, with UK being on the inside, he is not going to be able to have the blessing of moving on up. We do have a special rule here for Mid-Ohio that you cannot go below the turn 1 rumble strips. That is considered cutting the course. So we're going to see how things kind of shake on out here, especially with well, the turn 1, because there is potential for some mishaps here, as we have 8 drivers, so that is going to be 4 rows perfectly right there. And you're going to see the 11 of RS Wagon assume that inside lane. That is going to be the preferred here. We're going to go a little bit on board. We're going to go on board with a lap here. There is this long straight right here, and we're going to actually come up with another long straight on the outside as well. So right here, Xander is going to want to shift it all the way down to second, get a nice little arc going into this turn here to get a nice straight exit, to make essentially this long back straight even farther. Then you're going to be rocketing up the gears right now and making sure that you can actually get a good run, almost rev out. If you are actually do rev out, that means you hit your marks perfectly, because you're going to be looking for the edge of the wall, not this one, but the next one up there, and that is when you're going to be shifting all on down from third and then to second, hitting as low as 50 miles per hour right here. So you're shifting down and then hitting this corner perfectly right here, bam, and then you're going to be just very tender going up through here, because this is a change in elevation. The car's going to want to step on out. We're going to probably see a couple people get caught out by that. And then still in second all the way through here. Nice and smooth, still in second. You're going to be in majority of this second sector right here, as you kind of turn and weave and whoa right here. You're going to be second, still in second, as you go up here. Now you rock up into third, and then you're going to be hit fourth just before you just go right back down to third. So you're going to hit fourth right here, and then slow on down back to third, and then get a nice corner speed right here. And then you are going to be in the second right here as you go into the long carousel right here, coming into the end of the lap. So we're going to see on board with the 11 here. We're going to be on board with Xander, kind of looking from the rear of the field. We are going to be green here at Mid-Ohio right now. So the 11 of Xander is now taking the inside lane, and that is the preferred lane you want to have. So that is, ooh, the 18 goes wide. That is not what you want right there. That is a terrible starting lap. But you can see right now that the the 22 of Icebound Higgins is also getting a little squirrely back there. It looks like his brake bias was actually a little messed up right there. Now UK Wildcats still powering on by with the 99. That is actually going to appear as the 78. That is still a legal number that he is running right now for the Lamb, Tansby Vegas. Now he is a bit of a road course master, as the Mopower Cat gets extremely loose. You can tell when he was shifting down right there, very late on the brakes. Now the 54 during this long sweeping turn, as you see the 51 just not having a good time back there, getting into you can still see him back there. Unfortunately, yep, that is gonna be his race done, because I think he turned on around, and that's not what the game likes. So yep, that is Tom selling dreams out before lap 2. So now you have Mopower Cat trying to chase on down the 11 of Xander right here, trying to get it nice and smooth right here. Now it's going to be very pivotal on when pit stops are going to happen, because with this with that opening lap, you're going to see a lot of people. Ooh, that is not what the 54 wants to see. He's going to lose a lot of time to his competition right there, because that is going to really upset the car, and actually it burns your left front by doing that. So that is not what you want to see. Now you're going to see a lot of differing strategies here about when to pit, because ideally when you are going through the field, you want to on the pace lap especially, want to keep it in 4th gear, because you want to keep it in 4th gear because of how much you can save on both fuel and tires. Now it's still going to be a stretch regardless. Ooh, it looks like Icebound Higgins actually kind of lagging right there. But you can see the top 4 has kind of split away from the rest of the pack right there. You have the 11 kind of losing a little bit of ground to the 54, but then you have Liam trying to chase on down Casey, XXI and 2242, who has unfortunately missed the past 2 weeks. He was there on week 1 at Atlanta, but unfortunately was not been able to make a race since, and he's looking to get into Cup next season. So Casey, in that one machine, is definitely looking to gain some points, as well as some perks going into this race. So now we have, yeah, this is the battle for 5th and 6th right now. The 18 of D's with the 10 of Justin Shackett trying to close on in, and we lost another right there. That is the 22 of I Spun Higgins, unfortunately DNFing as well. Now we're going on to lap 3. This is going to be a 19 lap event, so we have actually, like I said, a very short race, but still a 1 to 2 stop depending on how aggressive you've been, and that's going to change up the strategy here. So right now we have 6 drivers remaining right now, and you can just see the toll that Mid-Ohio is taking on the drivers themselves. They are answering the call right there, as the we can see that the 78 is gaining ever so slightly on the 1, while the 54 ahead of him is still trying to close in on the 11. Now, even if the 11 can stretch it on out, who's to say that he's not burning up that left front? That is going to be the grand scheme right here, and that's going to be the grand question at the end, and at the end of all of this. So at the 1, I think, knowing him with XXI and 2242, he's one of the best at saving tires. You can see as we just kind of go in with a lap of him right now, he's kind of sitting pretty right now, watching the 54. Looks like you can tell how much he's pushing right now. So he shifts up to 4th, down to 3rd, and down to 2nd right there. Closing in a little bit on the 54 right there. Right side tires on the rumble strip, very good. Now you want to start braking right here. Down 3rd, 2nd, and then taking a nice long corner right there as the 54 gets loose. And that is, you can see the difference between the person that is just taking it easy, because there is speed in having, well, I guess there is speed in just comfort. And right now the 1 looks like it's very comfortable right now. Shifting down to 3rd, now into 2nd. Very nice and easy through here. And then coming up through the uphill section right here. There is now into 2nd gear yet again, just riding it right here. You don't want to shift up any more than you have to, because that can actually upset the car and you just go wide. But you can see now the 1 has caught the 54. Now it's one thing to catch and it's another to pass. The 1 of Casey is gapping himself from the 78, but is trying to pass as he goes wide a little bit. Looks like he got a little bit too late on the brakes right there, and the 54 hits the grass right there and is now going into a bit of a, I guess, damage damage recovery mode right now, trying to gain a little bit of extra tenths on the front stretch. So we're going to see how the... Looks like the 10 has actually passed the 18, as the 18... Oh, no, actually, I lied. The 18's still ahead, so he's been gapping the 10 of Justin Shackett. Now, this is going to be valuable points because, like I said, the top, or the 3rd, 4th, and 5th place drivers and points are actually very close. They are 22 points. Now, with them kind of being all jumbled up, the 3 of Liam, who so far has not had the most consistent of seasons, having a bit of a upset race earlier. Yeah, I think in Bristol, yeah. That kind of set him behind the 8 ball, but Justin Shackett and Dees right here are trying to move their way forward. And yeah, like I said, now the 8 drivers have unfortunately been are now down to 2. And because of that, we should be seeing green flag stops here soon, because Mid-Ohio is a big number when it comes to tire wear. So we're going to see how much you can actually save it. Right now, Xander has no threat on his competition right now. And he is looking... If I was him right now, I'd be saving. Looking to save as much as possible. So shout out to everyone watching right now. Make some noise. Who are you rooting for right now? Because right now we're going to have a battle between P2, as the 54 has now been caught by the 1 as he looks low but hits that bump, and you don't want to hit that bump going through the keyhole right here. And that is going to allow the 54 to kind of scoot away right now. So right now, Mo Power Cat and the 54 is just trying to gain some time here and just make it to the first round of stops, because as we can see, I'm predicting there to be a major battle taking place with when pit stops are going to happen, because right now your rights are going to be screaming, especially with all the right-handers. If we count it all up, we have, what, 7 right turns and only like 4 left, so greatly outnumbering. So yeah, like 1 left for turn 1, 1 right for turn 2, right for turn 3, left, so even there, then right, left, back even, and then right, right. Yeah, so sorry, my bad. It's 6-4 in favor of right-hand turns. So because of that, you are going to be burning your left front more so than any other tire. But even then, you're going to see a lot of potential for... Oh, we're hearing word from someone who left their mic on right now. I think it's D's. That their fuel window is now open, so there is talk right now that pit stops are on the way, so we're going to go on board with D's right now, as right now he's having a solid top 5. He is trying to just gain as much time as possible, not as so much trying to close in on Liam for P4. He's just right now in his own race right now. He's trying not to go off course or anything like that. He's just trying to bring it all on in and just have a solid race where he is right now. So we're gonna see that right now Liam's just kind of, this is the 4th place Liam right now, Liam Tansby Vegas, just seeing everything that's going on right now. He is seeing that the 1 is still just kind of holding his own right now, being very patient with the 54. Now as they're entering the final turn, the 11 of Xander is actually all the way down to turn 1, clipping that corner right there, and we're gonna actually get an update on what lap is it. Hey guys, what lap is it right now? 7 on 19? Lap 7 right now, you said? Alright, appreciate it. Alright, so we are on lap 7 right now. And I actually do want to make sure on something right now, just to make sure. Alright, so yeah, we have confirmation, because I've seen it before where the 51 of Tom has officially left. There is a rare glitch that I've seen when you're in the broadcast view. If a person is lagging so much, then the driver of the person that lags, just, it appears to be on pit road, but they're actually out on track. So that's what was going on right there. So we're seeing now pit stops happen. The 18 has already made a stop. We're going to see the 11 now make a stop right now. It's actually a very easy pit road to get onto, but also very easy to speed, because with the access road, you're going to see the commitment line right there. But right there, if you try to goose it up right there, it's going to be easy to speed. So we're going to be on board with the 11 of RS Meatwagon to make sure if he's sped or not. We're going to see his crew chief as we kind of glance in on their laptop to see what telemetry they have right there. It looks like some peak times in the middle of the run, but yeah, it looks like the 11 is going to have a nice clean stop as he now goes out and away. So now we have the 18 still to make their pit stop, as well as the 54 who is deciding to go long, which is very interesting here. That's going to be an interesting choice. Potentially we're going to see if he is trying to save to go all the way to the end. That is a question that is going to be answered here, well, I guess as the run goes on, because if you can save the amount of time needed for an entire stop, then that is, you know, congrats, you just won this race. So yeah, we're going to see the 11 as he enters turn 4 right here. Currently, the car right behind him, Casey XX92242, just got out of the keyhole. So going up the hill right now, about to enter turn 3. Meanwhile, Justin Shaka just exited pit road right there, as well as the 18 having already done so. Now the 54 goes on the pit road, And we're gonna, yep, he did not speed. I can tell you that right there. And now we're gonna see where they kind of shake on out. Xander obviously is going to have the lead here, but we're going to see by how much, because that is an entire lap difference. So that was what? This is now going on lap 9. Potentially he can make it all the way. All he needs to do is just not mess up, essentially. So we're going to see if that's going to be a legitimate strat here, because the 54 still on pit road right now. We're waiting for the 1 to go on by, which is coming up right there. So now the 54 nice and smooth, and the exit battle, the 54 still comes out in front, and that is going to be music to UK's ears right now, because that is exactly what he needs. He's going to be on fresher tires, and just being able to make it potentially all the way. Obviously, we don't want to count the chickens before they hatch here, but the 11 of Xander's now it's going to be trying to put in as fast of lap times as he can, because right now as he goes through the S's right here, we're going to be on board with him for the next lap or so, just to show you exactly how well he's attacking these corners, because there is a danger in how much you attack right here, but you can see shifting into not P2, gear 2 right there. Second gear yet again, so there's a quick shift up and then down, and then second gear all the way around. Third gear before you even hit that bump right there. Third gear all the way up. Fourth, you just heard it. Now back down to third, second, and then clipping the rumble shift right there. Goes a little bit wide, but nothing too crazy. That actually didn't hurt his speed yet at all. So because of that, he's looking for the keyhole. As we kind of go into the chase cam right now, second gear, nice and smooth all the way around, and then lead into the throttle, and then third gear, and then fourth gear. So now he is just rocketing down the backstretch, and you can see the 2 leaders behind has now kind of made themselves well, flip positions. Now Casey is in P2, and then UK in P3. That is UK Wildcats, who has the freshest tires out of these two, now in P3. So because of that, you can see just the differing strategies that everyone's on right now. Justin Shaka looks like he's not having the best of days right now, having a little bit of issues with getting on the power. But you can see that still everyone's giving it their all, especially with these two right here. The 1 of Casey and the 54 of Mopow Cat trying to sort each other out as the 11 kind of scoots on away. Now the 54, if he has any chance, ooh, he got really wide through there, but you don't want to go too wide because that's going to compromise your exit for this corner. And okay, luckily that didn't happen. But yeah, if you go too wide, you have the left go outside of bounds right there, and you just get caught on the grass, and you're in for a ride. You lose all kinds of grip, and speaking of losing grip, the 54 goes wide. And so right now, you can see that this is allowing the 99 and 18 to kind of close on in. As everyone is now exiting turn 1, the 11 is going into turn 3. There is a lot of time left on the table, so now even if Xander wanted to pit, I don't even know if those that are not trying to make another stop will even be able to catch him. There is just that much time being put on the table. So we're going to see, especially as now you can see the rest of the top 5 has kind of formed together right now. The 1 of Casey leads this pack. The 50... Oh! What happened there? The 1 just allowed the 54 to go on through. What? That was different. I wonder if there was some kind of non-verbal communication right there saying that, hey, you know what, I'm saving right now. Potentially, I don't know. But yeah, you can see that the 18 has entered this battle. The 18, you can definitely tell, is trying to just go full throttle it. And we're going to see if that is going to work on out here. We're going to go and see where the 11 is on track. So you can see it right here. They're going through the final set of corners right now. Where is the 11? The 11 is exiting the keyhole. That is a huge time difference. So we're going to see the cars going. Yep, you just heard them right there. Just exit turn 1. So now, oh, there is a lot of time left on the table. We're going to see if things are going to shake out the way that the 11 wants, because right now the 54 and the 1 appear to be saving, with the 18 not really giving much of a hoot for their strategy here. He is just going for speed right now, and he is closing on in, and you can see exactly what's happening right now with that. So that is exactly what you don't want to see if you're the leader right now. So the 1 of Casey being hounded by the 18 but pursuing the 54, with the 11 being, as they're going into the final set of corners, the 11 is exiting turn 1 right now. So the next set of stops should be coming up here soon. Ooh, the 1 of Casey goes wide! And that right there, you can see just how much these guys are pushing. So we're going to be following on back, and nope, the 18's not pitting this time. This should be lap 14, though, of this race. We're going to make sure on that right now. This is, what, lap 15 right now, guys? Copy. See, I'm keeping up right now. I'm keeping track of laps. This is lap 15. What's up, Brandon, in chat right now? That is B-Right Racing. Had a top 10 finish to his name last night at Iowa, and will not be joining us for Mid-Ohio, but he will actually, most recently, will be joining us up in the booth for Daytona. So that is going to be interesting to see, especially as the Xfinity guys are looking to go on their first super speedway. I can imagine a packed house. Super speedways always bring in the crowd. So with that, you're going to see almost every driver go on and log into the race to make sure that they have it. We have 2 non-finishers right now. The Selling Dreams in the 51 is the last of this crew. That is P8, and then Iceman Higgins in P7 in 22. The 54 is now in P2, and if I did my math correctly, he should not have to pit again. But we're going to see on that. I could be wrong, because obviously the more you battle with people, the more you use your tires. So we're going to see where the 11 is and all that. He is exiting the keyhole. He is starting to go into save mode. You can tell right now, because of that time that he's eking out to his competition. You're going to see yep, there they are right there. That was an entire front stretch worth of gap right there. The 11 is now starting to save. Strategy is now, just with how tender he's going into that corner right there, you can see how much he is eking out of these tires. Everyone so far is yet to pit. This is lap 16. We have 4 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. 4 laps to go, and what was originally a pretty cut and dry strategy is now turned into, ooh, the 54 goes wide right there, but the 1 is also saving, and that is allowing the 1 to kind of close on in here. So now, yeah, what originally was thought to be a cut and dry strategy is now turning to anything but. Liam, to answer your question, Brandon, is in P5 right now. I was kind of go on board with him. He is right here. So the 11, or sorry, not the 11. Liam is going through the center S's right now, going through the final. Well, I guess I should say the final fast corner before going into the final set of corners, which is the carousel section. But I do believe the 18 should be pitting this time. Yes, he is on pit road right now. So the 18, I know, having the longest, or I guess I should say pitting earliest last time, is now making his stop right now. So that unfortunately takes him out of the battle for the win, unless something should happen. Now the 1, you can tell, is really saving going into turn 3 right now. I'm not so much worried about fuel. Fuel is easy to save. It's tires. Tires at Mid-Ohio is the big thing, especially in these big, heavy Xfinity cars, which don't have a lot of downforce to begin with. tires, especially your left front, mean everything. And you can see right now that the 1 is also doing that same strategy, albeit a little bit less aggressively than the 11 is right now. You can see that the 11 is really backed off his pace and how much he's well, attacking these corners. I don't know if he's saving. He probably won't be pitting this time. No, he's going to try to eke it out. We're coming to 2 to go here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 to go here. This is going to be for all the marbles. The 54 just needs to make it 2 more laps in order to potentially make the strategy work. The 1... Did I... He may have... Yep, he ran out of fuel. The 1... Yep, unfortunately is forced to come down this time because he's out of fuel. So now that is allowing the 18 to kind of get on in here to try to gain some time. We're going to see where the 11, you just heard him go by. Now the 54 just very calm, cool, and collectedly trying to make his way all the way around. Now the 11, though, trying to do the exact opposite. Now is the time for the front runners to try to snooker in a win here. The 11 is now in hardcore save mode. We are coming to the white flag. Correct me if I'm wrong, this is 2 to go right now, correct? Copy. Alright, so yeah, the 11 is trying to go all the way around here. Oh! He's out of fuel! The 11 is out of fuel! And he is limping. No, he's not out of fuel. He's not pitting. Oh, he must have flipped into neutral right there. So where is the 54 at? The 54 is going through the final set of turns right now. This is the white flag. Can the 54 have anything for the leader? The 11 is in hardcore save mode. What is going to happen on this final lap? Because now the 11 is hardcore saving. He has a shifter. He's flipping into neutral. How is this going to shake on out? The 54, you can see him coming right there in the background. That is second place. The 11 is in first place right now. Xander trying to go 3 for 3 here, having won last week at New Hampshire. Is he going to be able to do it? This is the white flag going through the center S's. Did he save enough fuel? Did he save enough tire? The 11, we're going to be on board with him the rest of the way. I know there's battles to be set all throughout the track, but we're going to see if the 11 is able to make it. Coming through the S's right now, going uphill and then back down here. Being very careful to save that tire. Going through the final fast section right here. Can the 11 do it? The 11 coming through the final set of corners, the final left-hander. Oh, I think he can coast now and be able to make it all the way. Coming through the final carousel. Yep, right here. All he needs to do is just coast, and he is all set. And that is the 11's win right there. Good show from Xander, putting on an absolute performance. We're going to see the 54 coming through the final set of corners right now. That, oh, so close. 54 had the strategy, but the 11 had the fuel save. So now, coming off of, looks like the 3, or the 78 of Tansby Vegas is now, did the same thing, and he's going to earn his first MRL podium in the Xfinity Series. Good job, and that's going to escalate the 1 into P4, and then looks like the 18 is going to be P5Ds. Going through the final corner right about, well, here in about 5 seconds. Yep, right now D's just coming to the line. This is going to be a P5 here. Top 5, baby. D's bringing it home in P5, which means Justin Shackett, wherever he is right now, coming through the final corner, is going to bring it home in P6. Excellent show from these guys. Excellent strategy. So we're going to get our podium guys up in the booth for a interview, because 2 of these guys are returning, but one of them is a first-time podium. So we're going to get him up here, and I'm sure he's excited. So we're going to talk to him right now through Discord. All right, good race, guys. That was a very good race, actually. Um, so with that, correct me if I'm wrong, but the top three is Xander, UK, and Liam, correct? Well, there we go. That is going to be a good points day for all of you guys. So we're going to get the top three up in the booth for post-race interviews. And yeah, good racing. Mid-Ohio. Tough track for you guys, but you guys put on a show. Strategy was abound. All right, so you heard it here. Yep, RS Meat Wagon having almost a full second on the rest of the field right there. That was just an absolutely dominating victory. So we're gonna get the top three up in the booth. So pardon me real quick. So then we have, so it's gonna be Mopawa. Yep. Xander and Liam. There we go. So as they join in, we are going to. Oh, I'm sure Liam's excited right now. This is the first Emerald podium that he's got. Unfortunately, was not been very unlucky so far in his season, but I'm sure this is, especially from yesterday, going to be a nice rebound. So now we're just waiting for one more. And of course, much per usual, I'm going to ask to make sure you guys have your voice on always allow so the stream can hear you. So overall, guys, that was a good race. On what I thought originally was going to be a pretty cut and dry strategy of a 1 to 2 stop, depending on there was a caution. It was anything but. Overall, I feel like fuel and tire saving was the key to that. Am I correct in saying that, guys?
For sure, for sure.
All right, well, fuel and tire strat. So, of course, we're going to get into the front two right now, who have made a home here as the front two. So far, finishing first and second in all 4 races so far. But the newest addition to the podium is the 78 of Liam. This is your first MRL podium, bud. How do you feel?
Pretty excited, honestly.
Well, honestly, it seems like you were the kind of guy that was hanging around 4th, 5th most of the day. What kind of pushed you over that edge in order to get that P3?
Well, with it being 19 laps and with it going down to 8, I kind of figured that you would have to start saving at some point. So that's kind of what I did. I kind of waited a bit late in the full cycle of pit stops to start saving, and then once I pitted for my final stop, I just started saving the whole fear run, and that's what got me that P3.
Now, what was the worst for you? Was it the fuel save or was it the tire save?
I have to say the tire save throughout the last bit. I mean, because I had enough fuel to make it, but then once I started pushing to make sure I kept the P3, tire went down, and eventually it got to about 8% there on the last turn, and it was crossing the line, and it was like, whew, it's over, don't need to save anymore.
Well, and that was actually going to be my question throughout the entire podium, because we had the same thing last week at New Hampshire, with tires being as low as 1% coming across the line. So, and that's just the difference between a 25% and a 50% race, is that on a 25%, it seems to be it's all about making sure that you can extend those tires, and on a 50% you can kind of run it out, and just it's all about when you pit. So that is the key difference I've been seeing here. So Liam, it looks like you did an excellent job. Welcome to the Emerald Podium. This is your first podium in your career here. Honestly, now Daytona is going to be next week for both Cup and Xfinity. Are you looking forward to it?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a great group of people we have here, and kind of already selected a few drafting partners already here, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, there you go. Heard it here, heard it here first. Liam going to try to elevate that P3 into a potential P2 or 1. So look for him next week. moving on to, of course, Denny Hamlin, the lone Denny Hamlin fan in the world right now.
I'm
Uh,
not doing anything.
well, you're driving a Denny Hamlin car. That sports clip car is definitely Denny Hamlin's name on it. So, UK, welcome. Mo Power Cat, welcome back to the podium. As I said, the front two, I've been making a habit of the entire first two positions here. What was it from your perspective?
Just a typical road course racing. You got fuel saving in there, and that's about it.
Okay, so from that, I was assumed that it wasn't so much about the tires; it was all about the fuel save. Then.
For me, yes, but if I'd saved way earlier, then I would have to worry about my tires.
Ah,
Because
I
when
see.
you save, well, at least for me, when I save on the road courses for a whole run, then my tires start to be an issue.
Okay.
Which I
Okay.
honestly was not paying attention to my tires in this race. So if it blew, it blew.
Oh, okay. Throwing down the gauntlet there. Okay, I see you.
Yeah. I honestly was not paying attention at all to it.
Well, I'll tell you what, definitely, and one thing I kind of hinted on with the broadcast is that with the benefit of the pace lap, that pace lap kind of just riding around in fourth gear, that actually helped you with the fuel save, and I would hope that some guys took advantage of that. So
Yep,
that's essentially.
I was in fourth gear, did a whole lap, and then I made sure to lead the lap, so Xander couldn't lead every single lap in this race.
Got to make sure you at least get 18 out of 19 laps, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna get every single point. I want those 5 points too.
Well, there we go. You got to spread the wealth. So, once again, UK, welcome to the podium. This is, like I said, making your home here. Are you looking forward to Daytona? Because you're going to have back-to-back nights of it in the Cup race on Saturday and then Xfinity on Sunday.
Well, it depends how's it goes. If we're just riding single file line for however many laps minus one, then no. If we're actually gonna go out there and race, then yeah, I'm ready.
Oh well, there we go. Kind of. I know this wasn't your exact quote, but you're gonna see the 54 making some moves next week at Daytona. So yeah, good race there, bud, and
Thank
we
you.
look forward to seeing what you can do at Daytona.
This
Uh,
gonna be a little bit rowdy.
well, there we go. A little bit rowdy. Okay, already can
It's
knock
not
out
gonna
what
be.
paint team he's going to be running. All right, there we go. And now to our race winner for the third time this season, Xander, RS Meatwagon. How are you doing today?
Uh, I'm pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good.
All right. Well, much like what I said with UK, we're this has been the third time, or sorry, fourth time you've been on the podium. Third time you've been in the top step. So, well, let me ask. I saw that you were really like at first it seemed like you were kind of running at your usual speed there, coming out of that second stint, and then like halfway through you started saving. What happened right there? Why weren't you saving to begin with, or was that planned?
Um, well, I knew them. I was gonna have to save at least a lap, coming into it. So I wanted to see where my fuel was gonna change at. So I pushed it the first lap just to see where it changed. It changed right as I came off of pit road. It was at like that straightaway, like halfway through.
Mm.
So yeah, I got the lap in, and then I realized where I was changing, and I didn't want another Road America, so I saved a
Ah,
little extra too as well.
well, I noticed that at first, like coming to the white, I thought you were actually out of fuel, but I just assumed then after you started picking back up that you just kind of threw in a neutral right there. Was that like the
Yeah.
last push that you needed and didn't have to save anymore, or did you?
Yeah, I was a little squirrely off the last couple of corners, off the second lap because I was trying to get reacclimated to actually pushing the car. Because from there I was doing stuff that I usually don't do. Because usually I put it into neutral when I need to save, but at a road course it's, you can't throw it into the corner and it'll stick for you in neutral. So I had to upshift quicker than what I usually do. So corners where I was supposed to be in second gear, I was in third, or corners I was in third, I was in fourth, and going into some of the corners I was in neutral. So certain tactics like that I can use in the future that I didn't know I really had acceptable access to is good to know. So just trying some different stuff, and it seemed to work. So I saved a little extra, so I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And it worked out for you because you're on the top step yet again. Now, much like the question I'm asking these guys, Daytona's next week. This could be Daytona has always been known for the great unknown. Whether you're going to be zero or hero, what's your outlook for Daytona?
Well,
In both
probably
the
not
Cup
going to
and
get
Xfinity
wrecked.
series.
I mean, Cup, it's it's more intense. I look at it as a great opportunity to see if I can maybe gain points on Cyber. Because now being in second, one bad race, you never know. But trying to gain as many points as possible, try and make it as close as possible is all I can ask for. At least have a shot. So, but for Xfinity, I think that it's, you usually see the same people up front, and you usually see some wild racing. So it's a wild card for sure because anyone can win at it. But I think that if you put yourself in the right position at the end of the race, you should be able to get it done. I mean, anyone can win from anywhere. So I'm looking forward to it. Daytona, I love Daytona racing, even though I might get a little screwed out of some super speedway races very recently. I like it.
Well, there we go. So we're gonna see what Xander can do, what all these guys, because they're all gonna be in both races in next week for Emerald Daytona. It's gonna be Daytona week with the Saturday Cup Series, Sunday and Monday Xfinity Series, all gonna be at Daytona. So we're gonna see what these guys can do. And honestly, I think today was good. Strategy was abound. Some that were able to be ahead of the strategy, and some that were a little bit behind. Of course, these three were ahead of the game here. That's why they finished 1, 2, and 3. So, congrats to these guys. And actually, as I look at the board, the leaderboard, I always like to look at times to see if you guys actually made it on the leaderboard. And you guys have plenty of times, and tonight as well. We have first, fourth, and fifth on the leaderboard, with Xander taking first, fourth, and fifth, being UK and then Liam, respectively. So yeah, the reason why they belong here is because they're dang fast. So there we go. This has been Millennium Racing League for the Sunday Xfinity Series. Wishing Xander on the win. Not good luck. Good win. My bad. UK in P2, and Liam his first MRL career podium, and it came tonight in Xfinity. So congrats, guys. This has been Mid Ohio, and we'll see you tomorrow to do it all again for the Monday Xfinity Series. This is your host,
Peace.
Private Patton. Peace.
Every time, Pete.